Hello guys, welcome back. This is CodeLytical, and in this video we are going to learn about a simple sticky note application, how you can create a sticky note application using the Visual Studio with a Visual Basic Programming language. So without wasting much time, let's see how or what we are going to be creating. Okay, so basically this is how the application is going to look like. You have the add, you click to add new sticky notes. You can click on this close to close it. Now when you click on this menu, it displays the colors for you. You can select the color you want. You click on the text, then everything goes. Okay, all right, so basically this is what we are going to create, a simple sticky note application like this. All right, so now let's close the sticky note. Now let's get started. So you open your Visual Studio. I'm using Visual Studio 2019, so you make sure you launch your Visual Studio. After launching the Visual Studio, if you're also using the Visual Studio 2019 or a higher version of it, you can see, I'm sure you are going to see something like these things. But if you are using the older versions, that is like from 2010, 2013, 2015, you are going to see a different thing altogether. So you're going to select our Windows Form application, then we click on the next. Here you are going to give it a name. You are going to use sticky note. Okay, so after, I'm going to make sure I check this place just to put the solution and project in the same directory. So after doing that, you make sure you browse the location you want your project to be saved. In my case, I'm going to use this location. After I'll click next, then I'll click the create. Alright, so that is, or this how it's going to look like after it's done loading. Okay, so let's start our work. So with the form 1, I'm going to select the form 1, then just change the position, start position. You are going to use the center screen and also scroll up a bit and make sure the form border style, we change it to none. We are going to use none. Alright, so after that, we are going to look for show icon, turn them to false. Showing a taskbar, you make sure you use false. Alright, so that is it. Now you go to our toolbox, that is left side. See your toolbox there, click on the toolbox, then you search for tooltip. Yeah, so you break tooltip into our form like this. Alright, so after doing this, we are going to change the color, make sure we get a nice looking form here. Alright, so we set the size form, make sure set it to this side. Alright, so now let's go to our folder and copy some files. There's some images, so I'm going to copy these images. This image will be given to the project, will be part of the source code, so you can go there and then get the images. Okay, so I'll copy it. Alright, so copy, then I'll go to the project. Okay, so I'll click on my project, then I'll select the resources here. Okay, so I'll just click here to create one. Then inside here, I'm going to Control V to paste the images I copied. Alright, so this are our images. Okay, so I'll save it, then close this thing. Alright, so now I'll scroll up, I'll look for icon here. I'll click on this icon, browse, and I'll make sure I go to the location of my project, that is the sticky note. Then I'll go to resources, there's the resources, and I'll select the icon here. Alright, so after I'm done, I can save it as well, Ctrl S. Okay, so I'll give it a background color. I'm going to change the color, change it to lemon chiffon. Okay, so I'll select the web, then scroll down to lemon. Yeah, lemon chiffon. There's it. Okay, save it. Now go to my toolbox again and look for a panel. So I look for a panel. I'll drag this panel into my form like this. Okay, so this is the size small. That go to the properties. I'll change the name to PA. Alright, so after that I'll look for dock. Yeah, dock. Then I'll click on the dock. I'll select the top one, then now give it a size of this. Give it this size like this. Okay, so I'm going to give this panel PA a color of gold. That is, why is it? Okay, going to give it a color of gold. Alright, so this is the gold. Okay, then save it. Okay, so after that we go to our toolbox again, look for a label like this. Okay, so I'll drag this label into this place. Okay, so I'm going to change the name of the label. Let's make it L1 like this. Alright, so after that scroll down, so you change the text here, make it a plus. Alright, then the tooltip here we are going to type add new note or add note, anyhow you do it, add new note or add note. Alright, so after I can increase the font of this label. Okay, so I'm going to change the font here, as I said. So scroll. Yeah, we are going to use the Sego here, but we make sure we select the bold, then we pick 20 size. Yeah, after that we click OK. Okay, so let me push this thing up a bit. Yeah, something like this. Okay, save it. Go to the properties. Yeah. Okay, so the alignment is middle center, and that's cool. Okay, so this okay, I think. Okay, so we are done with this one. Let me copy, Control C to copy, then paste it here. Okay, so this one will be at this side. Okay, then let's paste again. So this one to be at this side. Okay, so let's change this one to a close, that is X, so capital S like this. Okay, then this one we are going to use the browse form, so the dots like, okay, it's 2, it's chow, I think should make it 3. Yeah, so 3 is okay. Save it, Control S. Okay, so let's push this thing small, go up. Okay, so we make this one L2. Yeah, L2, save it. Okay, so we make this one L3 like this, save it. Okay, I think this is cool. Yeah, okay, so now we are done with these ones. Okay, let's add a tooltip to these ones. So we select the L2, go to the tooltip, we change this one to make a menu like this. Then we go to the close one to make it delete like this. Okay, so now that we are done, okay, so let's go to our toolbox and look for rich text box. We bring it here like this. Okay, so we go to our properties, properties, sorry, you make sure you change the name to TST. Then we back color, we are going to use khaki. Yeah, you are going to use khaki. So bullet in then it should be 0. All right, so you scroll down, then we look for dock. You make sure we dock to the center. Select this one, center dock, like this. All right, scroll down. All right, so we make sure we look for okay, the font, and paste here, Cara, then we select 12. After you click OK, save it again. All right, so we are going to add our panel, the panel that contains, or that will contain our colors. Okay, so you go to our tool box, then you select this panel, or just, hey, what was that? Okay, so this is our panel here. I'll put it on top of this. Okay, so I make sure I bring that one on top, front. Okay, so now panel, let's change this color, let's make it line, yeah, I think this is a color, yeah, line and like this. Okay, then the size, make this size, okay, like this. So push it up small, yeah, to cover everything like this. I think it's looking good now. Okay, so I'll save it. Okay, so now that we have this one here, okay, so let's make this one PA1, the name, change the name to PA1. Okay, so that's it. All right, okay, so we go to our toolbox and look for a picture box, bring it inside our panel. Okay, so change the size, make the size 34 by 38 by 34, like this. Okay, then the size mode, we make a stretch image, like this. Okay, so we go to the image, click on it, we browse, then we look for the first image is our BIG3, so you select it, then we make sure we give the location, this 14 by 14, like this. Then we change the name to BTNA. Okay, so you can copy this and duplicate it. So copy, then you paste like this. So here will be BTNA1. Let's change the location, let's make it 6414, like this. All right, that's cool. Okay, so this one we make it, change the image, then make it BG, like this. BG, this is BIG. So okay, so the same thing, Control V, or paste it here like this. Okay, so we select the image, you make it BIG1, then save it, then make sure you change the location as well. Alright, so here the location, you are going to use this location 11514, like this. So the same thing. Alright, so this will be BTNA2, like this. Okay, so we right click to copy, then we paste it, like this. Alright, okay, so we change the location of this one to 167 by 14, like this. then we change this to big6 like this. Okay, so same thing, you right click, copy, then make sure we paste like this. Okay, so select, you change the location of this one to 219.14. okay, then here we give it a big2 like this. All right, then the last one, copy, then paste. Okay, so we go to the properties, so make this one 271.14 like this, change this thing to bg5. yeah, bg5. So basically we are done with this one too. Okay, so let's change this to btna3, then here will be btna4, the last one will be btna5, like this. Okay, so we have our this panel, that is PA1. So this our application is going to work. When we run our application, by default this form, this PA1 should be hidden. All right, so that's it basically. Let's save it. Okay, so now let's test our application and see how it's working. Okay, so because I'm using a Visual Studio 2019, I'm seeing the project name here. In your case, maybe you might not see it like that, but it's the same thing. You make sure you click on this green icon here, run. You click on it to run our application. So basically this is where we've got into, nothing is there. Okay, so our application will work like, by default when we run our application, this thing, the panel here will be hidden. Then you see our text box, the browse will be there, the close will be there. So when you click on the browse, that is when this panel with the colors will show. When we click on the text box or the rich text box here, then this panel with the colors will be hidden. So that's it basically. All right, so basically we are done with this form 1. Let's create the other forms as well. Okay, so let's create the other forms. You right click on the project, then we go to add, then we select that is form, Windows form. So this will be our form 2. We click add. Okay, so this is what we are going to do. Click on this forward icon here, you click on it, you open, then you click on it to load the design. Okay, so we are going to copy this code here. Yeah, Control A to select all, right click, then copy. After that, okay, so let's close this. Then now you go to the form 2, click on it, then double click to open the form. Alright, so you select all, then you right click, then you paste like this. Okay, so let's go up, change this to form 2, change it to 2. Yeah, that is it. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Okay, so you change here, you change it to 2, change this one to 2, save it. Yeah, so that's it. Then now we go to the form, we get our design, everything, just saving us time. Okay, so close this thing again, then we add another one, making it 3, from 3. All right, so the same thing, right click on it, you go to add forms. This will be our form 3, click on it, downloading. You double click on the design, Control 8, select all, you right click, then click the paste it. Yeah, so you scroll up, we change this from 1 to from 3 like this. You scroll down, yeah, make sure we select the from 1 to 3 like this. We save it. Basically we go to our form 3, let me see our work there. So we are done with these things. That's all. We save it, Control S to save it. Now let's go to the form 1. We add some simple thing I forgot. So you go to our tools, we look for a panel like this. You click this panel. So you bring the panel here. Okay, this is the panel like this. Save it. Okay, so let's change the size of this panel. Yeah, size, make it a bit bigger. So I think this cool. Yeah, yes, try to change the location. Yeah, I think this okay like this. Okay, so you go to our toolbox, then you bring label, you search for label. Like this. Okay, so let's change the font. Change the font to area. Yeah, like this. Select both, then we pick 16 like this. Okay, then the font color, we make it gray like this. Okay, let's change the name, LBL info. Okay, so the text, we are going to make it, do you want to delete this note? So the alignment, make it center like this. Okay, so let's make this one come down. Okay, so save it like this. So you go to our toolbox, then look for a button like this. Okay, so we bring it here. Now we make this delete. Let's go to the star here, standard, make it pop up like this. Yeah, save it. Let's change the font. So let's select Tahoma. Yeah, bold. I think this okay. 9. Let's make it 10 and see something. Okay, so yeah, I think it's okay. Okay, so let's make it like this, size 75 by 38. Okay, so we should go up small. Okay, so save it. Now change the name of this to BTN. Yes, BTN. Yes, like this. So right click on this button, we copy, right click on the panel, then we paste. We bring this one to this side like this. Okay, so we change this one to keep. Yeah, let's make it keep like this. All right, so can btn no like this. Okay, so basically we are done with our form 1, form 2, form 3. So let's try running it to see how it's looking like. That is the form 1. Okay, so basically this is how our application is looking like. Okay, so we are going to work on the code section. That is the code. Okay, so let's start with the coding aspect. So we right click on the any of the form here, then you go to view code, or you click on the F7 to access the code side like this. So here you are going to declare some variables. So we are going to say dim drag as a boolean, or you are going to create a variable called drag and make it a boolean. You also create a mouse x and y, that is the movement of the x and y direction. You set each of them as an integer like this. Okay, so now you go to our form 1, then we make sure we select the panel PA. This PA, yeah, we make sure we select PA. Then we go to the event side, we look for mouse down like this, mouse down. So you double click on the mouse down like this. All right, so inside this mouse down here, you are going to give this code. We set the boolean variable for we set a variable called drag as a boolean, and here we are going to set the drag to be true. All right, now we make the position of the x for the mouse, that is mouse x is equal to the windows.form.cursor, the position of x, then minus me dot, that is left. So it means that when we are dragging the movement of our form, that is PA, if you are dragging to the x direction, you should subtract it from the left side. The same thing, we are moving from the y direction, looking at where we are moving, subtract from middle top. That is it. All right, so now let's go back to our form. Okay, so now we go to the mouse move, the same thing. At the event, you make sure you select the PA, then under the event section we look for mouse move here, double click, then we give some code here. So here we say if if drag like this, then inside we paste this code there like this. Okay, so if we are dragging, then we should do this, me dot top equal to the Windows position of y minus the mouse movement of y. The same thing, me dot left, that is equal to windows.form.cursor dot position of x minus the mouse of x. So that is it. We go back to our form 1, then same thing, we look for mouse mouse up, mouse up. Okay, so we look for the L2, we go to properties, search for the L2, this L2 label, L2, that is when we click on the L2, what should happen? So we look for L2, that is click listener, the click event. We look for click event, is the click event, so you double click to access the code. So here, then we give this code. So all that we are trying to say is whenever we click on the L2, that is the browse, the dot, and whenever we click on it, the PA, this PA1, so let me put it here. So whenever we click on this 3 dots here, it should show this form here. We should show this panel, that is PA1. That's all that we are trying to say. And also the BTNA should also show, that is this one. Okay, we go back. Okay, so now we select the form 1, that is the form itself. Then we go to the load. So still under the event, click on the load, double click on it to access the load like this. So here we give this code here. So by default, what we are trying to say is whenever we run our application, the PA, that is PA1, this is PA1, it should be hidden. That is, the visibility should be set to hide, it shouldn't show. Then BTNA also false. Then panel1.hide. Let's look for panel 1. What was the panel 1? Panel 1. This, all these things should also be set to hidden. Alright, so now let's save it and click run and see what we are getting from our work. Okay, so that is it. See the movement, drag, and everything is working all right. So now let me click on this. See, it is working perfectly. Let's close it and continue with our code. All right, so that is it. Save our code. Okay, so we look for the TST. This is the test, that is the rich test bus. This is the rich test bus. We look at this one like this. So you can double click from this side, or still you go to the event, then you look for the click event. Click event. Where is the click? Yeah, this is the click event. You double click on the click event. Then here we say PA1 dot hide like this. Okay, so what we are trying to say is whenever we run our application and we show this PA1, the moment we click on the test, that is the rich test box, it should be set to hide. That's all we are trying to say. Okay, so now we start the code for this one. So BTNA, double click on it. Then here we give this code there. That is, whenever we show this panel with these colors, when we click on this color, that is BTNA, this should happen. It should set the PA dot, it should set the background of the PA to good, and also set the test, the rich what do you call it, this rich test view. You set the color, the background color, you should set it to khaki. That's what we are trying to say. So now let's save it, run it, test it, see what we are getting. So by default it should be set to hidden. Now when we click on it, it should come. We click on this thing, it should get a color. When you click here, it should go, it should come. Click here, it go, it should come. Click here, it go. So that is it basically. All right, so that's okay. So let's try for BTNA 1 like this. Double click on it, same thing. Let's give this code there like this. Okay, so as powerful. Okay, so we select the BTN2, double click on it, then we paste it there. Oh, bad, I'm building it, sorry. So paste it here like this. Okay, so now let's okay, so let's do the BT, okay, the N3 NA3 like this. Go here, where is the one? Okay, so we do for the 4 as well. All right, like this. All right, so we do for 5 like this. Okay, so now let's save it, Control S, then run it to see what we are getting. Okay, so let's see, let's try this one. So all right, I'm getting it. All right, we are getting it. Okay, so that is it. Let's close it. Okay, so now we are going to select the BTN, the okay, this one. Let's work on this one. So what we are saying, when we click on the delete, it should just close this form. All right, so we double click from here. So we say me.close. like this. All right, so let's go to this side, the keep. So for the keep, when we click on the keep, it should just hide it. So you say me.hide like this. All right, so we are done for this one. Okay, so now let's look for L3 like this, the close X label here. So you go to the event, then look for click event, you double click on this. So here we paste this code there. We are saying whenever we run the application, whenever we run it, the LBL info should display this message. The text should be display this info. Do you want to delete this note? Then the panel one.show, so it should show this panel as well, this panel. All right, so let's run it and see what we are getting. All right, so here click on this. Okay, so we are getting bad stuff. Okay, so keep, you go. Oh, okay, you are missing something. That's bad. Let's work it out. Okay, so for the keep, sorry, it's not me, it's the panel one.hide like this. Okay, so now we are done. Let's work on the add, the LBL one. Yeah, let's work on that one. You go to the event, then the click listener like this. Okay, so for this one we are going to give this code to it like this. So you declare a variable called doc as the form1, then you set it to new form1. Okay, then you say doc.start position, go to form start position dot manual. All right, so doc.left equal to me dot left plus me dot weight plus 1. So that is it basically. After that we show that form. So let's test this and see what we are getting. Okay, so here click on this, you'll come and join it like this, as simple as that. So let's close it. Okay, click on this keep, fine, keep, nice. All right, so delete, close it. All right, that's cool, that's cool. Okay, so go to form 1, the form. So form 1, let's look for form 1 again. Form 1. Okay, so we look for event location change. Location change here, changed. So we give this code to it. Okay, like this. So basically I think you're done with all these. So let me remove this code and see what happens, because it seems, let's run it and see. Okay, so let me see. Do you want to, okay, so this cool, keep. So let me add, yeah, I think this cool. All right, so basically we are done with the form 1, and the codes are almost similar. You can copy it to replace the 2, that is the form 2 and the form 3 in that order like this. Okay, okay, so this is the form 2. Oh gosh, this is the form 1. We are done with the form 1. The form 2 to the same thing. You can copy the code to replace these ones and those things. Okay, so let's see something. You go to form 1, then copy the declare format here, then come to form 2, right click, go to the code inside here, paste the code there. Form 2, that is the PA. Go to the event, PA mouse down, yeah, so the mouse down, go to form 1, mouse down, let's copy this code, place it, and PA. Let me try copying this thing to see if it will work for us. So that's to speed time. Okay, so we do the same for this. Let's make copy to this side and see what we are getting. Oh, like this. So here don't have panel 1, so just let's remove this panel 1. Okay, same. Okay, so test. B5 like this. So you go to panel 2. Let me paste this one here. Okay, like that. Okay, so here think so let's use the form location. Okay, so now let's go to form 2. Since with the form 2, okay, so form 2, so let's select the L1 form 2 L1. So I click on the L1 click. When I click on L1, we should do this thing here. That one should show the form 3. Alright, so form 2. Okay, then let's look for L3 click. L3 click, you say me dot close, they hide or close. Alright, so go back. Okay, so look for from L2. Yeah, L2 is already there. Okay, so now let's test this one to the form 2 and see what we are getting. Okay, so this form 1, we click add, and now form 2 comes. When we click on form 2 add, the form 3 should come. Yeah, that's it. Okay, it's working. Nice. All right, let me click this. Okay, yeah, that's cool. So we click on this. Yeah, delete, everything goes. Okay, so basically we are done with the form 2 as well. Now let's try the form 3. Okay, form 3. So you go to form 2. I want to try copying the codes to see. No. Okay, let me start from here. Form 3. Ooh. Like this. Okay, L2. So form 2. So here we are going to replace this with the form 3. L2. Here is from here is L2 rather. Yes, L2 bad. So you go to form 3, you look for F3. Look for the event, load event, paste this one here. Okay, now from 2, select the test BTA like this. Okay, so paste this one here. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, go to form 3. Okay, so form 3, you look for L1. So when I click on the L1, the add button, it should load the form 2. Yeah, it should load form 2 like this. Okay, then now the L3, that is a close. It's just say as usual me dot close like this. I think we've gotten everything. Okay, so now let's run the application. Let's see what we are getting. Okay, so there's it. I click on this, we get form 2. Click on form 2, you get form 3. You get form 2 again, like this. So you can close this, close this, you can close this, we can close this. Keep here, select this, come here, it goes, add, keep this, come, you go, close it, keep. Let's try the 3, see if it's working. Okay, so basically everything is in that. Close, late. Alright, so basically this is a simple sticky note application using Visual Basic in the Microsoft Visual Studio. Alright, so thank you very much for your time, and I hope you've learned something today, or in today's video you've been able to learn something. Please do well to share this video, and don't forget to subscribe and also like this channel. Thank you very much, and once again, this is CodeLytical, and we'll be happy to hear from you in a comment below. Do comment also a project you want to see in this channel. Thank you very much.